Thomas wasn't a bad young man, but he made the same mistake many do. He became too busy to appreciate the one person that can never be replaced. His mother had been a widow since he was 7. She worked tirelessly with her hands, sewing clothes. Not just to earn a living, but to build a dignified life for her only son. She never complained. She never asked for anything. She simply waited. Every evening, she would stand silently behind the kitchen window, gazing into the street, watching people return home, hoping her son would be among them. Each night Thomas returned late, she would smile the moment she saw him, masking the hours of silent worry behind a weary but loving face. And every time, he would respond with the same cold words, "Mom, I am not a child anymore. There's no need for all this worrying." Her heart would break. But she never replied. The years went by. Thomas graduated from university and began searching for work. His mother gently suggested she could speak to her friend, whose husband was a director at a well-known company. But Thomas rejected her suggestion with irritation. "I am not a child. I can handle my own life." Despite her declining health, she still prepared his meals, waited for him through long nights, and smiled gently, even as he treated her with cold detachment. Never realizing that her few words and quiet smile were more valuable than anything else in his life. Then, one day, her illness worsened. Her condition deteriorated rapidly. But she never asked for help. She lay silently in her room, breathing with difficulty, hoping for just one question from him. "Mom, are you okay?" But he never asked. After returning from a late night out, he called her name, but there was no answer. He entered her room to find her lying motionless on the bed. Her face was pale. Her hand was cold as ice. She didn't move, didn't open her eyes, didn't utter a word. His voice trembled, his heart shattering, and then he cried out, "No, this can't be happening. Get up, Mom. Please, stop pretending." But she didn't get up, and she never would. In that instant, the full weight of his loss crashed down on him. He realized no one in the world would ever love him like she had. No one would wait behind the window. No one would worry about him when he was out. No one would scold him out of love and fear. She was gone, and he was left to drink the bitter cup of regret. He sat quietly beside her, tears silently falling down his face, remembering. How many times had she called his name with worry and love? How many times had she prepared a warm dinner, hoping to eat with him, while he chose instead to dine with friends? A few days after her passing, Thomas received a phone call that shook him to his core. It was her close friend, speaking in a gentle voice. "Your mother gave me your resume, just days before she passed. She asked me to arrange a job interview for you, and I did. It's at a major company. Her dream was to see you succeed." He couldn't hold back. He hung up the phone, tears flooding his eyes. He had never imagined that while he was neglecting her, burdening her with indifference, she was still quietly fighting for his future, even in her final days. Time went on. Thomas became successful and responsible. But every time he returned home, the place felt empty, cold. As if the walls no longer welcomed him. No smell of food. No loving voice calling his name. No face behind the window. That window, once opened with patient hope for his return, was now closed. Forever. The lesson. Don't delay your love. Don't postpone your appreciation. Some hearts close their windows forever, and once shut, they may never open again. Treasure them while they are still open, before regret takes up permanent residence in your heart.